Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Hein. And today, I'd like to thank you for joining me. We've got a question from a cocktail waitress in Las Vegas, and she recently wrote me a letter in which she was very concerned about finding what looked like crop circles at the bottom of her coffee cup. And it was really pictures of these concentric rings of coffee grounds at the bottom of her coffee cup. And she wanted to know if this is something she should be concerned about, if it had anything to do with crop circles. And the answer is it's probably not directly related to the crop circles that we find out, in the fields in England and the United States and Canada and other places, apart from the fact that they're both circular. But there are things in nature that do seem to create concentric circles. In coffee cups, I would think it's probably related to just the temperature gradients or the natural dispersion of the coffee grounds as the temperature slowly lowers in the coffee cup. It would probably create these gradients, and the coffee grinds would probably just naturally settle down through some process like that and form these concentric rings. I don't think it means that they're, aliens hanging out in her coffee cup. Of course, that could be possible. I can't prove that it's not true, but I think it's more something to do like that. But this does bring up a very interesting question, and that is simply that there are lots of different processes that form circles. Let me just show you an example here. You may have seen these examples where, there's a water surface, and you have springs, natural springs of water coming up from a lake or something like this. And this might actually cause, if the lake was frozen over, these circles to form in the ice, what are known as ice circles. And again, I think those are probably the ice circles are due simply to natural temperature changes in the water, and it produced these sort of rings, ice circles. And sometimes they have been found in different surfaces and so forth that don't seem to me directly related to to grain crops as much as they are to some sort of patterns in temperature and pressure and things like that, which could cause ice circles. Occasionally they've been found in grasses and so forth that are probably due to some sort of tornado-like activity. And well, there are some sand circles that have been found, but I think those are probably due to human artists. Very elaborate, intricate patterns that look more like stained glass. But there are basic sand circles also, which are a little more difficult to explain. So the bottom line is, we do find these circular processes in lots of different aspects of nature. And for my information, the ones that we see in different types of surfaces, people have even reported these in their carpets and sofas. Someone once sent me a picture from their cell phone that they'd taken a picture of in their lawn, a very small circle, and in the end we found out it had probably been caused by an application of fertilizer or something like that in a circular pattern. So we do find these circular patterns in nature. They're not all caused necessarily by UFOs or by some other more exotic process, but have more simpler explanations. And I think that's what would explain the coffee grinds in a circular pattern at the bottom of a coffee cup. But thanks very much. It's a great question. I really appreciate it. Keep sending in your questions, and we will see you in the next episode of Ask Dr. Hein. Take care. Bye.